Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Walnut Lodge, Walnut Location. This is the 7:15 Pranayama class, and I just have one quick announcement. We're going to continue to the end of December with the online classes. Not everybody, but all of my classes and Ron's, and Tim is going to also be here the last week because we don't have any online classes now till January 4th. So everything will go to the end of December. Next week, however, next Wednesday is candlelight yoga at 6. And then after candlelight yoga, or part of candlelight yoga, will be a yoga nidra. So instead of pranayama, we'll be doing yoga nidra. So if you haven't done yoga nidra practice, join us. It's really super fun. That'll start at 7, and it'll be about 20 minutes, I think. But do the class before. Also, it will be good for everybody. It'll be easy class, very deep class. James will be playing, so that'll be special. All right, so we're going to do just kind of what we did last week. We're going to add one thing to the candle gazing. I was going to say we're going to add Kachari Mudra, but we did that last week. And then we're going to do the Anulom Vilom at the end of Nadi Shohana. So that will be another new thing. So starting out, just sitting nice and tall, we're going to do 2 1-minute rounds of Kapalabhati just to kind of get ourselves going. So sitting up nice and tall, drop your chin. These are the sharp exhales through the nose. My cadence is 1 minute. It's 100 in 1 minute. So big inhale and begin. Inhale, exhale, 3-part yoga breath. Belly, ribs, collarbone, exhale. Again, belly, ribs, collarbone, exhale. One more. Inhale, belly, ribs, collarbone, exhale. Round 2. Inhale and begin. Inhale. Exhale. 3-part breath. Belly, ribs, collarbone. Exhale. Belly, ribs, collarbone. Exhale. All right. Moving on to Anulom Vilom. Sorry, not Anulom Vilom. Sorry. Nadi Shodhana Part 1. So I didn't get any questions last week, so I'm just going to proceed like everybody knows what I'm doing. All right. So shake out that hand. Ring finger, thumb. Today we're only going to do 5 breaths. Up and down, in and out, through the left. Change, 5 breaths on the right. And remember, or learn, this is to establish an even inhale, exhale. And we're trying to figure out how long that's taking us. So that can be the base for our part 2, time-wise. All right, so closing off the right nostril with your thumb. Drop your chin. Do 5, and then go to the left side. If I will say when I'm done. If you're not done, continue, and then I give everybody like 30 seconds to catch up. All right. Exhale, and then begin. Inhale through the left nostril. Exhale through the left nostril. Keep going. And left. And when you're done, just nice, easy breaths, just a couple. And open your eyes if they were closed. All right, so just a reminder. We're trying to do these in the most relaxed manner possible. We establish a rhythm. We use counts. We figure out how long it's taking us to inhale and exhale. That's what we're doing. You don't want to push it, and you want to just feel your body continually relax, relax, relax. All right. So we're going to do 5 rounds, part 2. So that's inhale through the left, close it off, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, close it off, exhale through the left. No holding. The inhale is half the time of the exhale, or the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. So on part 1, I kind of established I'm counting for 5 on my inhale and 5 on my exhale. So I'm going to count for 5 on my inhale and 10 on my exhale. Left, right, left is 1 round. We're going to do 5 of them. And then when you're done, just drop your head, breathe normal, and we'll do 1 more round after that. Remember, on those exhales, just feel all the tension draining out of your body. Don't struggle. If you can't make the count that you've established, then change it. You only do what you can do comfortably in a relaxed manner. All right, and then I'm using this mudra. Remember last week we did this one. Maybe I'll do that one on the last one just to remind everybody. I thought it was kind of cool. I prefer this one, but it's nice to change things up. So, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Twice as long on the exhale. Close off the right nostril, sit up nice and tall, drop your chin just a little bit, and begin. And open your eyes, finish your last one. Kicking down, kicking down. Seems like a weird thing to do. Sitting here, breathing practices, using breathing practices. I really like breathing practices. It's the easiest way to begin meditation, which is pretty cool. All right, so last set of 5 sets. I guess it's a round. 5 sets in this round. This time, in, hold your breath, exhale. Inhale, hold the breath, exhale. And the ratio is 1 to 2 to 2. So whatever you're doing, whatever you did on the exhales for the last round is what you do for the holds. So mine is in for 5, I'll be holding for 10, exhaling for 10. In for 5, holding for 10, exhaling for 10. So when we hold our breath, we are completely still. The only thing, our body's still going, but there's this stillness in the lungs, and there's something about the suspension of the breath that creates a space in your mind, in my mind. So that's kind of the gateway into a meditative state from a pranayama. It also makes your lungs more efficient. In case you want to do any diving, pearl diving, those people can hold their breath for ridiculously long periods of time. All right, so 5 rounds. I'm going to do this mudra. In, hold, exhale. In, hold, exhale. Whatever ratio you've established in part 2. Drop your chin, close off your left nostril, and begin. And open your eyes. All right. One more today, because I cut those a little short. There's this interesting practice called Anulom Vilom. And it's pretty much what we just did without your hands. So you're going to direct your brain to just inhale through your left nostril, and then you're going to exhale through your right nostril, then you're going to inhale through your left, and you're going to exhale through your right. You're not going to use your hands. Can you do it? Sure, you can do it. I find it very empowering. I also realize that I use this one when I put my mask on. I have trouble with that mask at first. I have to get used to it. It's not comfortable. It's hard to talk in. It's hard to teach in. You know, it kind of makes you, like, tightens your chest up because you can just kind of get nervous when you first do it. So I practice. This is what I practice to kind of just calm myself down. So what the practice is that series, just directing your mind, and you know, sometimes you have to kind of do weird things with your face to try to get that going. But all you really need to do is think about it clearly. Inhale through your left, no retention. Exhale through the right, inhale through the right, exhale through the left. You do that 4 times, and then you do something called Pranayama, which is both nostrils inhale, both nostrils exhale. And when you do a Pranayama, you want to feel your nose like a cone. So the air is going to go up to the third eye and then exhale down. So you want to try to feel like you're pulling the air up between the eyebrows. All right? So we're going to try 5 of them. All right? And it's really hard for me to know if you have any questions. So I'm just going to think that you don't. And remember, you can always just text right now, or later you can email me or text. All right, so sit up nice and tall, drop your chin, Anulom Vilom. 4 rounds of the alternate nostril, 1 Pranayama, both nostrils. We'll do that 5 times. I'll check in with you at the end of that. And begin. And open your eyes. So I think that the first 4 rounds of the alternate nostril, especially when you first start doing it, seem a little difficult. But when you get to the both nostrils, the pranashuddhi, you realize that you have been doing something, because the both nostrils feels quite different than the others. And it really is a matter of just honing in with your brain. And you need to be able to do that. I use breathing techniques all the time. So we're going to go on now to a meditation that also has a breathing component to it. So I have a candle. Maybe you have a candle. You can use my candle, or you can use your own candle. So, Trikada. 3 different parts. First part, we're just going to stare at the candle for a while, trying not to blink, and then we're going to close our eyes and look at the image of the candle on the mind screen, or behind your eyes, or at the third eye, or whatever language you use for that. It's called Chitakasa to some people, but basically it's this space kind of in front of your face that you can kind of project images onto. I'm not explaining that very well. Or you could just kind of see it in the back of your eyes with your eyes closed. So that's part 1. We stare at it, we close our eyes, we see the after image. You try to hold the image of it in your mind as long as you can. I find this part really helpful, because as soon as you waver at all, then the image dissipates, and you can see it dissipate, and you realize that you have lost your focus. So if you've lost your focus and you lose your image, you open your eyes and you do that again. So that's all we're going to do on the first part. You keep your breath steady. It's going to be 3 minutes, 2 minutes of just looking, and then a minute trying to hold. And then we'll go on to the other parts. And I'm going to move over so that you can just stare at the candle, or you can stare at your own candle. Sit up nice and tall. Take a couple of blinks. And begin. Close your eyes. And release. All right. Couple things. Once you get that image, sometimes you'll notice that it starts moving on you, kind of like if you have floaters, right? You know, they just kind of move around, and your eyes sometimes follow them, and then you got to focus not to follow them. So once you see the image, you try to keep it where it is. All right. So this next part, I showed you, or I taught you, or I talked about really Kuchari Mudra last week, and that's taking the tongue, starting it on the hard palate, and moving it to the back, the roof of your mouth, and then you use Ujjayi breath. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the candle, and then you're going to try to, on the inhale, pull your breath from the candle to your third eye to the back of your head. Exhale, back through the third eye to the candle. So you're just going to feel the breath pulling in and out, almost like you're trying to push a line back and forth between your third eye and the back of your skull, just right behind. It actually feels pretty normal to me to do that. Don't know why that is. So then, after you do that about 10 times, the next part of that is to close your eyes, see the image, and pull the image of the candle back and forth through your mind. It doesn't go out. It'll just go from your mind screen, from the back of your eyes. You're going to pull it to the back of your skull and then move it back. I find that really, really difficult. So I'll try it, and then I'll just go back to my eyes open with the breath. But this one kind of sneaks up on you. If you practice this, it happens. It kind of almost happens without knowing how it happens. So again, if you don't want to use the Kuchari Mudra, if that feels too weird to you, don't. If you don't know Ujjayi breath, then you're just going to do nice, easy inhales and exhales, trying to feel that breath pulling in and out, and then you can just close your eyes and go, to the image capture. So I'm going to practice this for just a couple minutes. Hopefully you find it intriguing enough to spend a little bit of time with it. All right, so moving away. Put your tongue on your tongue behind your teeth, and then slide it back. Drop your chin. Look at the candle. And we start. Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Pull that breath from the candle to your third eye to the back of the skull. Exhale from the back of the skull through the third eye to the candle. Keep going. Close your eyes if you can. Keep breathing. Take that image with you. And release the breath, release the image, release your tongue. All right. Hopefully you feel very relaxed, pretty balanced. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for being there. Thank you for supporting the Walnut Lodge. Namaste. Enjoy the beautiful snow. See you next week.